Hey there guys, Raymond here, also known as Ray Vision, and check it out today. Well, we are going to be playing some more Forza Motorsport 6. Now I'm trying to decide what other kind of games I'm going to be uploading with the weeks to come, because uploading Forza every day kinds becomes redundant. So I'm thinking of sticking the brand challenges to Forza, and we'll see some stuff. I know tomorrow I will be uploading some Call of Duty Black Ops. The reason why I say Black Ops, oh that's far behind, is well because the 360 version of that game just came out on Xbox One. So me and the guys are going to do some shenanigans. Hopefully things go well. Probably won't end up well because we all suck at Call of Duty. And so hopefully you guys can look forward to seeing that soon. Or else this is me not racing around the Nurburgring but trying to drift an Aston Martin Vanquish, I believe. Yes, it is a Vanquish, I hope so. And I am trying to drift it around the Nurburgring as fast as I can. And by as fast, I mean by getting the most amount of points possible. Which sounds easy, granted, but is not easy. This was my first and only attempt. Honestly, you guys should go ahead and try this. It's not easy because the Nurburgring is a really narrow track. So it's hard to try and extend your drift. Some places, if you get a little wall tap, it will not take away your points, but it's very easy to, well, fuck up basically. And there are some really nice turn sections, like this one for example, makes for some really fun drifting. I probably should have shifted up to 4th there to extend my turn, but I didn't because it was my first time and I didn't know the track. Honestly, if I were to give this a few other tries, I think I'd probably be able to get something over 200,000. But that was not the case this time because here and there I did manage to do quite a few off tracks. By that I mean I accidentally get a wheel off and then the car just drifts, or just me spinning out, or just me not being able to drift like a regular person and drifting like a complete pleb. Stuff like that. So as you can see, I mean, like, it's pretty fun. I recommend you guys go and try it. It's not for the faint of heart. If you're not good at drifting, don't try and drift the whole entire Nurburgring because you will not make it. Start by learning how to drift. Speaking of which, if you guys want me to make a tutorial video on how to drift, I can show you that, but trust me, there's a lot more than just watching a video online. Drifting is honestly about practice, because it's not something as much as you can tell someone how to do it. Yes, you can to an extent, but you need to practice it. You need to get your own feel for it. So if you're not a good drifter, don't worry, just practice. I learned drifting by taking out stock cars, either Hellcat, C63, stuff like that, with lots of rear-wheel drive power, taking it out on Prague or Alps and seeing how far I could get. Here's the thing, if you learn how to drift a stock car well, then once you get into a tuned car, oh my god, that's a difference. And if you learn how to drift cars that aren't good at drifting, then when you get into a car that's good at drifting, there is such a difference and you're so much good at it. So I recommend learning on stock cars, just putting it out there. You don't have to listen to my advice, but it is a recommendation. So originally, a long time ago, I tried to do an initial D review, but I never released it because it got flagged for copyright infringement. So I think I might try that again with a different format, and hopefully that goes well, and basically start my weekly anime review series. Now, I'm not the most in-depth guy of any series, so don't expect too much from me, but you'll get my personal opinion on things. And if you guys watch those kinds of shows, well, good for you. And if you don't, well, you should probably try it out. And if you're not interested at all, well, that's okay. You don't have to at all. Ooh, into the wall, and I kept my points. That's what I meant by you bump sometimes, and it keeps your points. There's nothing. I really like this Aston. It is the best, or if not my favorite drift car in this game. But the turbos are really fucking annoying, because every time I lift even just a bit, you can already hear them just going. And I mean, like, yeah, sure, I get it, but after a while, like, especially when you're drifting, because I'm constantly on and off the throttle, especially across the Nurburgring. It's not like Alps where you can hold the same amount of power. Nurburgring, you're constantly tapping around here and there to see what works and what doesn't, and then it's just like, So yeah, that's all I have to say with regards to that. The straight, I mean, like, there's nothing special about it. The turn exiting the straight, that was definitely interesting. I did the mistake of downshifting to 4th gear when I should have kept in 5th and just tried to power out. Here I probably could have gotten a lot more points. But once again, I don't know how these turns are meant to be taken drifting. I'm just used to racing them for the apex. So it was kind of different, kind of weird. I wasn't exactly too sure what I was doing. I had a feel for the track already. But still, I honestly think that 200,000 is very doable. You can probably get higher than that, but then you really have to be trying. 200,000 if you don't mess up, and then higher than that probably if you're a really good driver and you're squeezing out every single points and your car is tuned for the track perfectly. which this car was not. I just grabbed it because I like this drift car, and the experience did not make me hate it, but still. Oh no, I stayed in 5th, I just didn't give it enough power, or it just too fast and stuff. But yeah, that turn would be nice if you can like nail it. It's kind of like the last turn on the Indianapolis drift track, if you've ever done that one, and into the wall. It is a turn and a half to do, so, you know, stuff like that. I like those big turns. I don't know why. They're fun, because you make long, stretchy drifts, and you get lots of points, and it makes you feel happy. So, as usual, guys, I want to thank you all for having watched. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave in comments, suggestions for games you'd like to see me play soon. I am going to be doing a walkthrough of Mirror's Edge Catalyst, so be looking out for that once it comes out.